Good morning, everyone. This is Bill Thornton, SoCalSabre, and today I'm going to be unboxing The Hunters. This is a Gregory M. Smith design published by GMT Games. This is the last of my Gregory M. Smith games that I've been waiting on the shelf, waiting to be unboxed. So I need to get it going. I do have 4 sub games altogether. I'll put some of them in the link if you want to check the other ones out. But let's get going. Let's take a look at let me take a look at the back here and see what this is all about. As you can see, it's German U-boats in war in 1939, 43. And up here on the top, it says the time is 12:56 hours, 3 September 1939. It says this is it. The Hunters, German U-boats at war, 1939 to 43, is a solitaire tactical game placing you in command of German U-boat during World War II. Your mission is to destroy as much Allied shipping and as many capital ships as possible while advancing your crew quality and increasing your commander rank, culminating in special decoration, all while attempting to make it home amidst diminishing odds of survival as the war progresses. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I always take the shrink wrap off first, so I don't have to fight with that. I have a hard enough time opening the boxes sometimes. There we go. Rules. Looks like pretty standard GMT stuff. Oops. Got some nice illustrations of things that are in the game and explaining them. The rules are in 3 columns, but they are not difficult. This looks like this is probably going to be along the same lines as the other ones I got as far as mechanics and so forth and that. So once you get them going, you'll be up and playing in no time. It's a pretty cool game. I'm sorry I wasn't showing you what the rules look like. Okay, it says 28 pages. Nice index on the back, which I always like the indexes because I'm an old man and I have a hard time remembering all the mechanics all the time and have to look up stuff. But let's see what we're looking at as far as in depth. Game credits, historical briefings. I'll be probably looking at about 20 to 22 pages. Not bad at all. It's non-glossy paper. So for those of you that do write on your roll books, it'll be easy to do in pencil. So over here for now. And we got only 1 sheet of counters. These will be a lot of these things you'll be using to track what's going on and so forth. You see across the middle here row you have your torpedoes, and there's different types of torpedoes, and then also there's because of 1939 there's torpedoes that are duds. That frustrates me a lot when I'm trying to make an attack and they're duds. And up here you have the different types of ships that you're going to run across: large freighters, small freighters, warships, and destroyers and so forth that you may want to encounter on your journeys. Then you have your damage control things, your wounds things, and then more wounds. A lot of different things, mostly just for tracking, for admin purposes. On the back of the torpedoes, you have different type of torpedoes. So as you can see, it's not counter intense, so that's always good. Footprint is nice. Oh, we got this here. It says The Hunters. I don't know if you can see that or not with the reflection. I'm sorry about that today. It says this is the 3rd printing bonus material. Oh, and it talks about, yeah, there's going to be commandant cards in here. I'll get to in a little while, and patrol maps, and I'll show you those in a little bit. Okay, and here are your sub overlays. Your different type of subs. And then on here is one way, since they have the patrol maps, I'll explain both of them to you. This is where you'll be loading your torpedoes, your on-deck guns, and so forth, tracking your hull damage and your flooding during the game if you happen to occur anyway. And down the side here are different patrols that you'll be going on. That'll be selected by a dice roll in the game, which the rules explain pretty easily. And then you'll track each roll, each area along this patrol is a different section, and each time you'll roll a dice, and the dice numbers will tell you whether you have encountered a ship, what type of a ship, and so forth. And then there's another chart, which I'll show you later, which they go to and roll, and they'll tell you exactly what type of ship, how much the tonnage was, and everything. And you can make a determination as, do I want to encounter this, or is it too risky if I'm trying to get home and I already got damage, or I'm out of torpedoes, whatever the case may be. Not a lot of decisions, it's very thematic, but there are decisions, and hope you're not like me, because I normally make the wrong ones. So we got 4, and I think these are double-sided. So we got 8 different types. Like this one here is, this is the same one, but this is from available in 1939, and this one here is available in 1940, so it's an upgrade of those. So you got plenty of different, you got to use the ones in the era that you're playing in. This next one is your combat map. This and that one I just showed you, and this one are really the only two that you have to play the game out on the board, and it really makes for a nice small footprint. And this is the combat map, and when you encounter a ship and you select it, you'll put it on whatever type of target it is, and whether it's air attack, escort, and whether it's being escorted, or whether there's a wolf pack. And down the side over here is the instructions spelled out very clearly is how to conduct this combat sequence. And you don't even have to go to the rule book if you don't want to. Once you get used to it, I have to go to it because sometimes I forget what I learned last time. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's pretty easy. Small footprint, nice small areas, especially like I'm working in today. I got to get my other area first. Here's the 2 patrol maps that they talked about. I talked to you about before the other one that showed you how it tracks your patrols. These are the new ones that give you more of a thematic feel to it. These were in the last one I did, Silent Victory. And you'll be wherever you're working out of, and then you'll go on a patrol and you'll track it as through the different areas, and so you'll know exactly where in the Atlantic you were during this time, whether you're over here by the United States and Canada, or over here, and so forth. So these are pretty cool too. I'm probably going to keep these out for a while because I kind of like the thematic type things in games. My mind goes racing crazy. I tell my own stories when I'm playing. I don't know if anybody else does that. And here's the other one. Very nice. Okay, and here's some of the charts that you'll be looking at. It's not too chart heavy, but there are some that you have to look at. Like this one here, this is the one I talked about, where you're going to roll the dice and find out, depending on what year, month, and year you're in, what patrol assignment that you're going on. And then you'll go look for the patrol on those other charts and start from there. And then if you encounter an aircraft, this is a chart, dice rolling chart you'll use, and this is for flak attacks versus aircraft. This is the encounter chart here in the top. I would tell them when you get into different sections, you'll roll a die. It's always like if you're in a transit section, when you roll a die, if you roll a 2 or 3, or 2 or 3, you're going to encounter an aircraft. 12, you're encountering a ship. But as you can see, as you get deeper into the, as you're on patrol, there's more numbers that come up that you can be encountering things. And historically, as it goes along, it's either more or less in certain different areas of patrol. Charts to use when you're encountering, after you encounter and you attack a ship. These will be charts that you'll be using to determine torpedo damage, torpedo duds, escort detection. With, because after you, if somebody's being escorted and you attack the ship, there's a chance then that you're going to be detected by their escorts, and then stuff really starts to happen crazy. So you'll be using these type of charts to find out that. And then there's a damage. If they receive damage, you'll use this chart down here. Just more charts about during damage repair and how to take care of those things. These are like when this is a chart that you'll look at, say you encounter a small freighter. Then you'll roll the percentile dice on here, and we'll say that you get number 13, and it'll tell you the name of the freighter and the tonnage. So that you record that on your log sheet, and then there's a way you'll circle it if you sunk it or whatever the thing was. Large freighters and so forth. Just another charts. And then there's the random event charts. They're happening when you get wounds, so forth, and other types of damage and so forth. You have to look at those and tell spare parts and things like that. Here's your patrol logs. Got a whole pack of them. You run out, you can go up to the GMT site and download them. You'll start in September. It starts in September 39, and you'll log as you go along by month and year. You log across. You log your targets and so forth as you go across in the final for that patrol, the tonnage. Here's your dice for the game. You got 3 D6s, 1 D20, and 2 D10s. And beside those patrol charts, this is the other thing that they added in the third printing for the Hunters. This is cool. This also makes it very thematic. These are commandant cards. The actual names and experience of German U-boat commanders during the war. So you pick one of these out, and it'll tell you what year he started, what type of ship he was on, and that you pick one of these out if you want to play his campaign, and then at the end of the campaign, you can compare it against his decorations and his tonnage sunk, and see if you did better or worse than him. And there are 8 of them, I believe. Yes, 8 different ones. Nice hard cardstock. Okay, so that's it for the Hunters. That's my last submarine game that I have not opened up and unboxed. I got to get these on the table pretty quick and get them started so they get off my wall of shame. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please go down and hit that like button. If you want to see some more stuff from me, check out my channel and look at some other stuff, and subscribe if you want. And in the meantime, thanks for watching. Be kind to each other, and please, in these days of COVID, stay safe.